We are just across the Allegheny River from downtown Pittsburgh at rain-soaked Heinz Field in the Steel City. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And the Steeler pressured too much here. He's going down. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
3rd and long for Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
Cleveland.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Alex Highsmith there on the tackle. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8 at the 47-yard line.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And it's complete. Hooper. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Complete.
Mayfield to his new target, Hooper, for a Cleveland first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone. Because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Austin Hooper, Pro Bowler a year ago, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Going to the air again with Mayfield. This will be caught just inside the 10. Yeah, the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Mayfield finding Hooper there for a Cleveland first. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They'll give it to Chubb, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive.
popping in. Gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and popping in. Yeah. Little bit.
Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
7. Steelers, nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
The first carry down for Benny Snell. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Carl Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Shotgun now for Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. That's pulled in at the 32. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter. And it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football.
And there's a completion to Austin Hooper. What a big-time acquisition for this offense in Cleveland. Came from Atlanta as a 2-time Pro Bowler. Had nearly 800 yards in receptions and 6 touchdowns last year. And he spends a lot of time with his quarterback in order for them to get on the same page on every snap.
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Jarvis Landry, Pro Bowl wideout, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 7.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Mayfield. And able to find Kirk complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
With the score, Browns 7.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown.
to number 13.
Odell Beckham, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8-ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They fake the give. Now Wentz going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Intercepted.
He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals, and if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Following the penalty, Chubb, and only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Chubb, the ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up. And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And that'll be off the crossbar and out. It's short. He couldn't get it there. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Play action. Now Wentz. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns.
All day, baby. Come on.
And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return. For a Browns TD. Now Parkey for the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Is good. Makes the score Browns 21, Steelers nothing.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive. Then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Roethlisberger is going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Malcolm Smith. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Steelers call here on the Aussie, Australian-born Jordan Berry now to punt this one away. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield.
49-yard line.
Mayfield on 1st down. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack.
Sacked there by Cameron Hayward, an all-pro in the 2019 season. He's been consistently good throughout his career. 29 sacks in his last 3 seasons.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
So first thing that crosses my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Eluding the pressure right. Gets this to his running back. That's Jalen Samuels. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And the Steelers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Jalen Samuels, his second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Open man is Kirk, complete. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Not much there, only a yard.
At the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
On the jet sweep, this is Johnson. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and it's 3rd down. But the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you if you try.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Larry Ogunjobi able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Come on, boys! Come on!
From the gun, Mayfield. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Von Miller able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
At their own
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throwing again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger over the middle, and it's incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
at the 40-yard line.
Monday, 51. What we got? What we got? What we got?
Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Now, the intended receiver out of the backfield was Jalen Samuels, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. He gets it left side to Johnson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back now in Pittsburgh,
21.
it's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. Trying to get the first with Samuels. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
That's good.
A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Here's Roethlisberger. And this is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now it's Roethlisberger. Setting up the screen, this is Samuels.
You got
Steelers on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Roethlisberger. Trying for the tight end. Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
I had to put it mildly, but look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Complete to
Austin Hooper. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turn the ball over. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20.
Yeah,
and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Chase Claypool with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit.
The Steelers will line up.
All you hear from coaches and personnel directors in the NFL, how difficult it is for a rookie receiver to have an impact on the game. So much to learn, so much offense to absorb. Looks like he's picking it up pretty well.
I would say so. And how about that for your first career NFL touchdown?
I don't know that he envisioned it quite that way, but if he was smart, he probably dreamed about it a little bit.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big pickup of 38.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They'll try again with Chubb. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb, and he'll go backwards. yards, losing yardage to the 5. Not at all what they envisioned on third down, 3 yards in the wrong direction.
This has not been a fun game for this defense. They've definitely had their share of struggles, but they needed to make a play right there, and they finally get it done on 3rd and goal.
The kick by Parkey is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drives exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. And incomplete on the deep ball. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
They're down 2 scores, and they need a quick one to try and get back into this one. That was one way to try and get it done. Unsuccessful in the attempt, but they have no choice but to keep trying.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Quran Williams. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Mayfield, 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them. Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Looking for the end zone. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Chase Claypool with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. So the touchdown was big. This almost equally big as he'll try to get it to a 1-score game with a 2-point conversion. Now it's Roethlisberger. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl cornerback Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
31. Steelers 21.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
No, not ahead of you, baby. I see you over there. You scared. In his face.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
39-yard line.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. And again, it's Joe. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as he'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Third down.
Here's Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 47 yards. Roethlisberger to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They go play action with Roethlisberger. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Throwing now is Roethlisberger. Able to shake him off. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Malcolm Smith in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Intended for chase.
Back-to-back great plays defensively. You get the sack on 1st and goal. A great job in coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at 3rd and goal from further back than when they started.
And the really good play callers look ahead and down and distance sequence. Now he's got to backtrack a little bit and go maybe off his play sheet to try and dial something up here.
And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. That right there, career catch number 541, and that's significant because it ties him with Hall of Famer Kellen Winslow, who also obviously played the tight end position.
Yeah, and helped revolutionize it when he was in San Diego. But how about what we're seeing right here? You're talking about 541 catches at the tight end position. You talk about lofty territory, rare air. He has a lot to be proud of in his career.
They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started, and they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Oh, he's got a little daylight, and he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
And a nice carry and a 1st down for Cleveland. Nice